Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of What the Famicom. I'm Dan, aka Dan Tendo, of course. Also, aka maybe Nad.
Oh,
Nad is Dan backwards if you look in a mirror because today's episode is about mirror images of video game characters.
wow. And as always, your host, co-host Nick Tendo here,
Mhm.
also known as Kin Tendo.
There
You
you
like
go.
that?
I
That's
was
pretty
wondering
good,
how you
right?
were going to say it backwards.
Yeah, that's how I said it. So we're here to talk today just nonstop about mirror image baddies, doppelgangers, dudes from video games that are the same but totally opposite.
Shadow forms, video
Oh
game,
yeah.
doppelgangers, clones, twins.
Things that come right out of the mirror, maybe even. I don't know.
Yeah, like me and Nick, we're twins, but we're also doppelgangers.
I dress like you today.
Oh, did you? I don't wear vests.
Yeah, I actually, of the two of us, I think you would be the first to wear a vest.
I would never. I would throw up before I would ever put a vest on.
We can discuss it later in the episode.
Okay. So today's episode is about mirror images, doppelgangers, whatever. So we'll be right back after this intro song.
Wow.
Hope to see you on the other side of the mirror. Hope to see you. Oh,
Whoa.
you like that? All right.
Yeah, I
See you in a
did.
second. You could care less about women's rights.
Yeah, correct. You can quote me.
This is going in the song.
I can do an impression of you again from last night. Is
Yeah.
this gluten free?
She said, "You sound like Kermit the Frog on your podcast,"
Oh,
and
wow.
I haven't been able to recover since.
Are Wario and Waluigi related?
Nope.
Oh, no.
I would throw up before I would ever put a vest on.
My driver's license for the longest time said I was 5'8". Let's not get into that.
The Michael Jackson song.
Oh, that's I didn't
And
think of
like
that.
a mirror
That's
image, he
genius.
used to be black and now he's white.
Yeah, he did flip a little bit.
And he used to be alive and now he's dead. That's a mirror
that's
image too.
another flip.
All right, so something I've actually thought about. This is actually a question I'm proposing to you.
Okay.
You know how there's a you know how there's Make-A-Wish?
Okay.
Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Yeah,
Do you,
I'm aware.
do you think there's a Take-A-Wish?
like somewhere there is a corporation that has to balance out the make a
Yeah,
wishes.
so like
So they're taking a
the
wish.
Take-A-Wish Foundation is
Okay.
there's a website and it lists all the kids that are in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and next to them is like their Make-A-Wish is meet John Cena.
Yeah, sure.
So you pay extra to counter that wish. So you get to meet John Cena in front of that
Okay.
kid.
So the kid does not get their wish. In fact, you get their wish.
You pay extra to take it, yes.
Okay. And is it like a bidding thing? Like, do they have time to counter or no? Just,
Does the kid have time to counter? No.
I guess he doesn't have money.
Yeah.
He's making a wish.
Yeah. So take a wish. We might start one.
I also think it would be funny if to make up for it, like you just had someone else meet John Cena and it steals their make a wish.
Oh, so it's not you.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, you could do whoever. Like if you pay the
Yeah.
right amount, you can have another kid do it. You could have no one do
And
it.
so somebody walks into the room where the child is and they turn on a TV and they're like, this is a live feed. And it's just a stranger meeting
Look.
John Cena.
Yeah. They're like, it could have been you, but
Could have been
someone
you.
took
Sorry,
that
this
wish.
guy took a wish.
Sorry, your wish
And if
got
they want to
took.
like play Xbox with Brad Pitt and you pay
Yeah.
extra and you do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know why both of my Make-A-Wishes involved either John Cena or
Brad Pitt.
Like
It really
Xbox or
it says a
Brad Pitt.
lot about you on the inside, I think.
Well, what other Make-A-Wish things are there?
I don't know. Like
Like
you
what
could
else
go
do
to
kids want to do? They always want to meet like wrestlers.
go to Disney World and go on all the rides.
Fine, I'll pay extra to do that.
Okay. I mean, people have referred to you as adult Disney. You're that guy.
I mean, if it means helping the Take a Wish Foundation, because
Take
I'm all
a
about
wish.
I'm all about
Helping.
helping.
Take a wish.
Helping Take a Wish.
Okay. I just want to get you on the record.
Actually, I want to see if we piece this together and make it seem
Okay.
like we are for it and want to invent it. I want to see how many people like counter.
How many people would get behind the Take
Yeah,
a
be
Wish
like, actually,
Foundation?
that's not a bad idea. And it's like a rich adult. They're like, I always wanted to meet John Cena myself.
And I always wanted some kid
I always
with a
wanted some
terrible
kid
disease.
with cancer to watch me do it.
Yeah. That would be quite the we just can fill an industry niche, I guess.
Honestly, I don't. That's a huge gap that I don't see people doing.
You're right. I think the people want it. So
Yeah.
that's our next foray after this.
I
Or
felt
part of
like
this. I don't know.
wow. I was about to segue and say I felt like a Make-A-Wish kid. Not really, but I felt like gross after. So my girlfriend told me I was editing a podcast clip in front of her, and I was like from a distance, and I was playing the clip, and she came out and she said, "You sound like Kermit the Frog on your podcast,"
Oh
and
wow.
I haven't been able to recover since.
So
Because when she said that, I was like, "Do I really?" And she's like, "Well, just in that clip." I'm like, "No, you just covered your ass You think I sound like that all the time?
Well, that's really weird because I recently met her actually.
Yes, that is true.
I did.
So go ahead. I'll let you.
Oh, go ahead. So we've been waiting to get together because, we both have girlfriends. Yep, that's right. Heartthrob. There's like literally hearts breaking.
Yeah.
But we both have girlfriends and they both finally met yesterday.
And you were so short. Like we looked through the peephole
And you
and we were
couldn't
like,
see
where
me.
is he?
I
And you're like,
knocked.
down here.
Hello, open the door.
And my girlfriend bent over and said, you're so brave for coming up the steps all by yourself.
Well, even crazier, tell them what I got her. I got her a step stool so that she could brush her teeth. She's
But
short too.
you also had to add phone books to it.
And phone books
Phone books
after the
to
step
reach the sink.
stool. Just to reach the sink. It was the
Yeah.
bravest thing I've ever seen. And now she can brush her teeth. So
So when you handed her the step stool, and then did she immediately brush her teeth?
yeah. It's good.
Like, this is for you. We want to see you do it. We're so
Yeah.
happy for
I'm
you.
so proud of you. Yeah.
You guys,
So
I
two
actually was
short
joking and
people.
saying
Yeah.
that you guys would be taller than I thought, even though I've met you in real person,
Yeah.
obviously.
Like we're
Uh,
6'10"
yeah, like
coming
you would
through
go
the
beyond the
doorway. Like
archway
we
of
have
the
to
door.
duck. Yeah.
But yeah, your girlfriend made me a gluten-free, dairy-free cake that we didn't
Oh
eat in front of you.
yeah. I noticed that. That was kind
We
of
actually
rude.
put it in the garbage disposal.
Was it good?
It actually was good. So you could tell her, or she can listen to this episode. You would never tell her to listen to this episode, though.
I she's gonna she's
So
gonna
she
hear an
knew
episode. Yeah.
that you were recording with me today.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then you tried to throw me under the bus. You're like, hey, he wants to record an episode about blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And so, like, to make it sound like, hey, this guy's
It
a
was your
dweeb, right?
idea. Yeah. Well, A, to make you sound like a dweeb. B,
Yeah.
because now like I didn't know what the timeline would be. So
Uh-huh.
like now I'm like, oh, I have to record now. Sorry, babe. She's hearing
Yeah.
this now. She knows my secret. Thanks.
I hope she walks in, like, behind you and says, like,
Like she's
hey,
here
like, the
now.
dinner's ready.
The dinner from last night's ready.
Even though it's not dinner time, it's like
Yeah.
1 p.m.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So they
that's
met. So I would say the double date is like a five. You know what? Honestly, the double date is sort of like a mirror image. Uh,
wow.
so you two are like Wario and Waluigi,
Yeah. And
and me and
you
my
guys are
girl.
Mario and Luigi though? I thought
Actually,
me and
no.
you are Mario and Luigi, and
Yeah.
our dates are Wario and
Yeah, that's true.
Waluigi.
We're gonna be talking about them later, but not the dates. Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, they are. We were mirror images of each other.
well, even funnier. So that segues into this.
Yeah.
When I was getting ready for the episode, I wanted to dress like you.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't really know if he has like a way of dress. Anyone who knows Dan in real life will go like, yeah, there's something about the way he dresses. It's very like, it's almost fashionable, but not quite. You know what I mean? Like
It's like
it's like he used to
fashionable
work at
adjacent.
Banana. Yeah, like it's not bad. Like I'm not fashionable. Everyone knows that. I wear basketball shorts still, like
Yeah.
many,
We
many
just
days of my
talked about
life.
in the
So
episode before this. There was a winter storm
yeah,
warning, and
and I
you wore
was wearing
basketball shorts.
basketball shorts. It's just what
Yeah.
happens. I'm from Northeast Philadelphia. You worked at Banana Republic, which
Yeah.
has been mentioned,
Uh-huh.
and that's crazy. One of my things in the background just started making noise.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, episode over.
Probably
Anyway,
Amber Alert
for who?
for the Take a
Amber.
Wish.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
For
Take a Wish.
John Cena went missing.
Well, so when I was going through my clothes, I was like, well, Hurley's like a name brand. Dan would wear a name brand. And
No
then
way.
you would wear a name brand, not Hurley. But I didn't have any other name brands. Like I don't have
Okay.
Banana Republic. And then I was like, he wears like pretty plain pants, but they're like different colors all the time, like off beige, olive. Like you wear those kind of pants. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And then I didn't have those, so I can't wear them. And then I was like, I have a vest. I was like, if either of us wore a vest, it would be you. And then I could picture myself in a social situation where if I was being Dan, the mirror Dan,
Uh-huh.
I would be a little quieter than I am on the podcast and be like, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, that's Nick. Tell them that story. And I was gonna get ready to do my impression of you on this, and it's real hard to dial in exactly. Here's another one. Ready?
Yeah, I'm listening.
That was it. You sniff before you say things sometimes. So I think that's come up before, but
It's really good. That's like a bill. Like if you were to stand up, you're like, "You ready?" And you do
yeah.
like do like this is a big impersonation of a character,
Yeah.
and you go,
Yeah,
"That's
that
it."
was it.
Well,
And
that was
then,
your weirdly. I mean, it was a very
well,
ambitious
look,
idea.
and then I had this extra. So
Are those
I was
condoms?
like, no, no, definitely not condoms.
Yo,
If I'm
you know I
impersonating
don't
you
use
know what I'm
that shit.
saying? Oh, I have a Panera gift card. We could go to Panera. Watch. Or this one. Dave and Buster's. I still have money on this one. That's you.
You know it, dude.
Oh, do you know if you sign up for Grubhub, I can get a free meal for $7? Hold
I
on.
am
And last but not
I
least,
am like a
this
shyster
is
for.
this is my AMC card. It's good every month. I can go to the movies unlimited. Me and my brother have the same thing, and that's I'm doing my you impression, dude.
Can I ask you, your original
Yeah,
plan
go
was to stretch this out the entire hour?
Yeah, I think I'm already done. It's only been
Just
30
to let everyone
seconds.
know, this was his ambitious idea for this episode was to dress like the other person.
But I couldn't do it. I don't
Yeah, and
know.
then make fun of everything that the other person loved. This was
Mhm.
your actual initial text. And I was like,
Yeah.
hey, that's a great idea. But then I realized that we would have to, if I told a story or anything, we would have to just stretch it out.
Yeah, for like an hour. I couldn't do that.
And I wouldn't even know, like, kind of the same thing. I don't know what you would wear.
Basketball shorts,
I
probably.
would probably, so basketball shorts on the
And
top.
you can't show that. Yeah, I don't know.
So
You can't show
put
that.
my arms through the legs of the basketball shorts.
It's me. Oh, wait, do
It's
your my voice impression. Go
You
ahead.
ready? Hold on. I gotta
Yeah.
get into character. I used to be in a couple plays, so I know how to act.
I know. You were the
You ready?
butcher. Everyone knows.
Hey, hockey.
That's me. That's pretty good.
Actually, I don't know why that was like more Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll allow it.
Hey, I like the Flyers. They get no
Oh,
respect.
oh, that's pretty good. I do a Rodney Dangerfield like impression. I feel
Hey,
like.
check out my base.
There you go. Oh, I
Hey,
did this
okay,
with my
right.
hair. Look, I made my hair
Rodney
extra big like
Dangerfield.
yours.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I
Don't you
tried.
normally put shit in your hair?
Yeah, but I put extra today, so it looked
Okay, you
bigger.
ready?
Good.
Rodney Dangerfield playing the bass as you.
Okay. As me.
Hey, is band practice almost done? I got a hockey game I got to attend.
Wow, that's pretty good actually. I mean, for what it is, I'm not sure if it applies across the boards.
You don't think that's going to transcend to like younger people watching this? Be like, oh, I definitely know who Rodney
Watch
Dangerfield
this. I'll
is.
do an impression of you at the movies when you're sitting next to an old person that's been talking to you for like 10 minutes and the movie's already begun. Hey, I was just gonna watch the movie. Is that pretty good?
You
Like a
think I
little
would say
passive.
anything?
I think you might. A little real passive way to say it. Like, oh, I was just
That's how
watching the
insane I
movie.
am.
You wouldn't say
I
that.
probably would not say anything.
You'd probably like, mm-hmm.
I would probably sniff a lot more.
Yeah. It's like the either the punchline indicator or the I don't know, it indicates something though.
Yeah, it indicates like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, a little bit.
I haven't had actually. There was one time at my work that I was like, I'm surprised this old person didn't like catch me on it. You ever like have a conversation with people like you don't really care to have a conversation with, and you
Yeah, you're like
already have pre-programmed your response?
kind of like you're like, oh yeah, oh that's crazy. This weekend?
So you're
Yeah.
already thinking about what you're saying. You don't care what they're saying. So like
Yeah.
I think we were talking about something in our break room. It was like an older woman that worked there. I haven't seen her in a while.
Hmm.
And we were talking about food or something happening. And I said something and I was like, I already know what I'm going to say next. I don't care what she's about to say. But little did I know that like my pre-programmed brain already triggered it. But she was telling me that she was just getting done her chemo for the cancer she had. So
Oof.
she was like, I just got done the chemo for the cancer. So that's why I'm like coming in real quick to pick up stuff from my desk. And I'm like, yeah, did you have lunch from last week?
Oh
Like
no.
this was like a year and a
Jesus
half ago. And I'll
Christ.
never forget because like immediately when she ended her sentence, I was like, yeah. So like I woke up.
You're like, yeah.
I was like, what'd you say? Oh, yeah, the free lunch last Friday. It was great.
There it is, the free lunch. That's
Yeah. And she was like, the chemo is worse. And I'm like, they got stuff in the fridge.
Do you think there's a make-a-wish for her?
I think there's a take a wish free lunch from her.
So that's what I'm getting at. Would you do the take a wish?
Yeah, to help her.
I don't know if that helps her. If she wants free lunch and you're taking it, yeah, you
Listen,
sound
I
like a
didn't.
take a. Mhm.
What?
I was gonna say you're the most take-a-wish person of the two of us.
Yeah. And that's why we should start it because I'm all about helping.
Yeah, you are.
I'm all about like women's rights. I'm all about like
Last night
everyone's
you
rights.
you mentioned that last night a few times.
We were just talking about this. You were saying
Mhm.
that during our conversation, whenever my girlfriend would say something
Uh,
about women, and I would be like, I believe in women's rights. Like,
yeah, and he would say it like this. I'll do my Dan impression. Oh, I believe in women's rights, babe. Women's rights are so important.
and
And then
so
and I would look at you and I'd know you were kind of being like tongue in cheek. You're being funny.
yeah,
But it's like both girls didn't realize that you were being that way. And I was like, no, look at him. And it was the
he's a
exact same thing.
fraud.
He's a fraud. He's
So then,
faking
so
it.
then you asked your girlfriend, like, did you listen when Dan said he believes in women's rights? And
Yeah.
she was like, yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with it? And I was like, yeah, but you didn't get that he was kind of being funny. And she's like, I didn't think he was joking. And I was like, he was. That son of a
Because
bitch.
then I can imagine every time I said something like that across the table, I would look at you
Uh-huh.
like that Jack
Yeah.
Nicholson gif.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Yeah. Yes. And I'd be like, no, he's lying.
he's lying. Look at him. And I'm like, making a phone call, trying to give food to an orphanage. Like,
Oh,
what'd you say, Nick?
I almost got you in trouble with the voice thing. I tried so hard.
What was the voice thing?
When I first met your girlfriend, and I was like, "Oh my God, Dan, her voice is normal. You're wrong." It didn't matter. I just said that as loud as I could.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Yeah. I don't know why, like, so something like I think I talked about this before, but when I think of like things to talk about in another episode, like a
Yeah.
future episode, I'll just write it in a notepad. And the very
No,
first thing that I
Jesus
wrote
Christ.
in this,
For
like
this one?
before I like wrote any stuff for the topic,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was for because it was, I think it's related to Fortnite, but I don't know what the comment was. It was F space L space RTNITE. And then the next word is SOIBS. So if,
SOIBS?
so if you could decipher what I was going to talk about,
Wasn't there a new
I maybe I
Metal
wrote
Gear
that when I was
Solid?
drunk. I don't know.
Metal Gear Solid Snake something? Remember? They added a snake.
Fortnite's maybe it's Fortnite Solid. Maybe that's it.
Fortnite Solid. That's what you're gonna call the episode. Yeah, we cracked the code, folks. Maybe. Well, I mean, because there was a Solid Snake thing. It was like a skin and
Yeah,
probably a
that's true.
trophy.
Yeah. We
Speaking of
don't
which,
play
did
it.
you?
Actually,
I
I
found out.
downloaded it and midway through the download, I was like, I don't care enough about Fortnite, and I deleted it.
Did you? Okay. That's I know it's not your thing, but
I was just telling somebody recently how we were into Fortnite before it was like kind of what it is now, like in 2018, 2017.
was it me, one of your cousins, or both your cousins,
Yeah, and all we did was get on
you
the back of
and
golf carts.
golf carts and drive around and get blown up?
And what's your favorite memory? Because we played with your kid one time.
Which I thought it was the golf cart thing where he was in there.
No, we were playing with your kid and I was away on like the bathroom and
Yeah.
you warned my cousins. You're like, hey, my 5-year-old kid is on this
Yeah.
game. Don't curse, don't say anything. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And I come back on the game from pissing. And as
Oh.
soon as I enter the chat, I'm like, yo, what's up, fucking losers, cock, dick, fuck
That's not
face.
the exact sentence.
And everyone's like, yo. And then, of course, your son's like, fuck face.
Yeah, that's what he said. And that was the first words he said, actually.
So
Those
at
were his
5 years
first
old,
words.
he didn't say one word.
No, he didn't. It was crazy. And he waited till he was 5, and then he was fuck face.
Fuck face cock.
People are like, wow, your first word is 5 words long. And a couple of them are repeats. Yeah.
Maybe he
Thanks.
should ask your son what he wants to do in life, like what celebrity he wants
Make
to
a
meet.
wish, take a wish.
He'll make
Is
the
that it?
first.
You're gonna
He'll
take
be
his
the
wish?
first take a wish. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we could do this.
What
That's fine.
celebrity do you think your son wants to meet?
He probably likes Ninja.
I don't
No,
want to
Mr.
meet Ninja.
Beast.
Oh, then I'll
No.
meet Mr. Beast.
Okay. What would you do to him? Just meet him.
I'd be like, stop cheering blind kids.
Didn't he make them blind first? I thought that was the meme.
Oh,
Yeah.
make them
It's like
blind?
it's like he cured blind people, and it's like before that though, he made them all blind with acid or something.
Oh my god, it's really
It's like a
good.
running joke. I don't think that actually happened.
Why do
But
kids like? Here's an actual question because I don't have a kid. Why do
have you ever
kids like
seen the
Mr.
videos?
Beast?
Have you ever seen the videos?
I've maybe seen part of one.
Okay. Well, I mean, until you see it, you can't judge it. But
I'm allowed to judge whatever I want.
no, I wasn't arguing this point. All I'm saying is I've seen the
I
really
believe in
well
women's rights.
put together.
Just to let you know, if anyone's
He does.
listening, you just say I didn't.
No, I did say that. He spends like exorbitant amounts of money to do ridiculous things. Like he's like, we bought a Lamborghini and crushed it with a crusher, and it's like, yo, dude, no. And then if I'm watching it, I'm like, well, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
kind of a situation.
I would, if I had his money, I would be like, oh, we bought a Lamborghini and I ate Taco Bell in it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I farted in it. That's what you would
Yeah.
do.
And then you gave it away to like a homeless family,
Yeah, that's what.
but you don't give them the keys.
No, they have to eat it.
So if a Lamborghini that stinks like fart that they
They
can't
gotta
drive,
eat it to survive.
they have to eat the car.
Yeah, they're starving.
Wow, that's like
And they
that's like a
can't sell the
mirror
car.
image of like me.
Yeah,
I'm not hungry, but I don't have a car.
yeah. Well, here I can do an impression of you again from last night. Is
Yeah.
this gluten free?
I
How
did
about
say that.
dairy free?
Come on, man. You know the dinner
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, your girl doesn't like. She doesn't like your dietary restrictions. There, I said it.
Wow.
Speaking of your girl, hold on. Let's call her out for a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up a list of Halo games.
Okay. So this was actually a big. So I've never had
Go
a
ahead.
real argument with my girl before, right?
Yep.
And this is an actual
This is
argument.
real. This is the argument.
She's a big Halo head. The only video game she
bad.
plays is Halo. And
Uh-huh.
she refers to Halo as Halo CE. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? Like Halo 1? And she was like, no, just Halo CE. If I bring it up to other gamers, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Gamers. This is also
And I
an
was
important
like,
part.
nobody calls Halo 1 from 2001 Halo CE. And she was like, you don't play Halo games. Chronologically, it's the third game. So I always know Halo 3 is Halo CE. And I said, that doesn't make sense.
Well, so which one is she saying is CE? The third
Is
one?
combat evolved?
I know.
And then she's like, you got to go Halo 3, ODST,
Yeah,
and
ODST.
then I said, yo, suck DST.
Is that what you said to her?
And then she kicked me out.
When she sees this, she's gonna break up with you.
I'm going to edit that part. I'm going to say, I love
I
you.
love women. No,
I
edit
love
the
women.
I respect women's rights again. That's what you have to
Yeah.
do.
Is this just
Um,
a women's rights are feminist episode?
and I could care less, like whether you call it
You could
CE,
care less
not
about women's
CE.
rights?
Yeah, correct. You can quote me
This is going in the song.
because I think women's rights are human rights, and I believe in them more than anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah,
That part's not
see?
going in the song,
Yeah,
just the
I
first
know.
part.
You're exactly gonna cut that part out. So, where was it? So, regardless of what you call the game,
Yeah.
you can call it CE, call it Halo 1. I don't care. Like you can argue at this point. She's a real gamer, though. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Uh-huh.
She even had it in her profile that she's a
She
gamer
had it in
girl.
her TikTok profile.
Well,
And
could
people
you
would
tell me?
message her and say,
Could you
hey,
tell me what's her trophy count? What's it look like, Dan?
I
What's
don't
the trophies?
remember.
Is that cupboard bare? Is that what you would say?
Oh, God.
I'm just saying, are you saying that her trophies are barely existent, maybe not even a real gamer? Is that what you would say? Or
I
am I
mean,
quoting you?
what's a real gamer
Hmm.
nowadays?
Sounds like you're in
Are you
trouble.
looking at her trophy count now?
No, I don't know where that is. I don't
Oh,
think I
I
have
was
access
like,
to
holy shit, was he
that.
about to
Can you
like say
imagine
that?
if I was like, well, let's look here. It's only 4 trophies for
And it
Halo.
comes up on my screen.
Yeah. And I go, wow, wow, wow. So yeah,
Anyway, she's wrong.
you're right.
I believe in the ability for women to speak their mind.
Yeah, you sure do.
But anyway, Halo 3 is not Halo CE,
Nope.
and she plays them in the order in which the years they existed in that universe.
Okay.
So that's it. And she's going to
That's
listen
it.
to this and be like, I can't believe it blew up my spot. And I say, yo, I'm from Philly, whatever.
Yo, I'm from Philly. That's you also. That's my impression of you. Yo, I'm from Philly. I
What
say
if she
gabagool.
listens to this episode and she
And she
was
doesn't know
like,
which one's which.
exactly.
Oh no, she thinks I'm you now.
And then I play the clip of me doing Ronnie Dangerfield playing the bass, and Jen's like, wow, Nick sounds great.
Nick sounds great. And then I go like goes, hey Miss Piggy, what you doing tonight? And she's like,
No,
Dan,
like, are you ready?
you're so
You do
cute.
that, and I'll be you.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Dan the Famicom here with you live.
Hey, it's me, Nintendo. Talk about Nintendo. I never got any dough from my ex-wife.
I'm going to see a movie this weekend, but no flies. Welcome. No, dude. It was. I guess he would want flies because it's like a snack.
So, my girlfriend made a dinner double date with my best friend, and I said, "What's for dinner?" And she said, "You're paying." That's it.
As long as it's gluten and dairy free, please. I guess that would be fine with me. I
I
guess.
said, "My name is Nick." I said, "What's gluten?" And she said, "You got to glue 10 together."
My apartment's smaller than yours, but that's fine. Yeah,
I got
that's
nothing.
it. That's it. That's fine.
All yours are way better because they're in that voice.
Yeah,
I was actually just trying to think of actual Rodney Dangerfield jokes.
I know, and somehow incorporate a bass guitar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we really just roasted the other one there.
That's it. That's what you want to do for a full hour.
I mean, we could do it again. It's going to start involving other people, and that's
Yeah.
where it gets messy.
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna be
could have
like,
easily made fun of your parents in Rodney Dangerfield
yeah, and I could have easily made fun of like some of your best friends who listen to this podcast.
who are all for this month that we live in.
Uh, yeah, that's correct.
So I guess should we go on a break and get into the actual topic?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. That's what we do. We get to business.
Okay.
G2B. Get to
So
business.
we're gonna go on a break and we'll come back and we're gonna talk about mirror image, like shadow versions of different characters.
Shadow Realm.
Boom. So we'll be right back.
And we're back. I know you guys missed out. You're all waiting on
I just
bated
sniffed.
breath.
I literally
I
that
know. I heard
wasn't
the sniff.
that wasn't like on purpose.
I know.
That was like a
That's
real sniff.
I know. Anyone listening is like, yeah, Dan, you do that sometimes. And so we're like, what?
What if somebody made a supercut of all like the sniffs? Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like an hour long. I would listen to it.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about mirror image characters. I found a
Okay.
lot. I mean, they're pretty much in like all fighting games, but the main one that inspired this is the two like that
Who?
you suggested.
Which two? I don't remember which I suggested.
Mario and Wario.
Oh, no. I was actually thinking of a different direction. That's not a fighting game.
Well, yeah, that's not a
Okay.
fighting game, but Mario Wario, I think you suggested that in the first time you suggested this episode.
Yeah, 100%. So uh it's crazy. So Wario is like the number one of all
Yeah.
doppelgangers, correct?
Okay, here's a question.
Okay.
What relation do you think they are?
Does anyone actually know? Like, is it written somewhere? It's canon.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to guess. Hold on. Cousin.
No, they're not
Uh,
even blood related.
really?
There's no reason for them to look exactly alike.
So
It's
what are
insane.
they?
They're
What-
actually just childhood friends.
Yo, that is like us.
It's literally as if me and you
Looked
like,
exactly alike.
so the reason why Wario hates him is there was like old cartoons that they used to put in those Nintendo Power magazines,
Okay.
and they showed how Wario became evil. And it's the reason because Mario used to bully him. So when they were kids, Mario would bully him.
That
So then
seems weird.
so Wario was like, this is the reason why I hate you. And they would show like flashbacks. And Mario straight up said, oh, is that why you hate me? Like, that was a long time ago. Stop being a wimp. He
Wow.
really said that because I found the panel that Mario is shaking his hand. He's like, stop being a wimp. And Wario is bawling his eyes out.
Jeez,
Like
Mario's a
Wario is
bully.
going through therapy and trauma. And Mario's like, yo, stop being corny.
I'm kind of messed up. I actually side with, I guess, Wario.
Yeah, Wario's the good guy.
Well, then hold on. Are Wario and Waluigi related?
Nope.
Oh no, Jesus.
That's even crazier. They just met.
They just met?
They just
Dressed-
met like as adults.
Dressed like the way they were?
It's like if we just met, like Rodney, it's like if Kermit the Frog and Rodney Dangerfield were hosting a
Met.
podcast and they
And
just met.
Like, and it was like an evil version of us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
They
kinda
just
wild.
like the first time they showed up in like a video game was like Mario Tennis for the N64. And
Okay.
in like the bio, they were like, they're not blood related. They're just, they met for a hatred of like the Mario brothers.
That's kind of wild.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't at all. The mustache, everything about them.
Yeah.
It's like they're stuck trying to be these guys. Now, when you control them, their controls are identical, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's like everyone though in those games. So
Yeah. Nobody has
no.
like a different, yeah.
So even funnier is number 2 on the list, and we can go back and forth. I don't care. I'm not done with them. But was the reason I thought of this was Liquid Snake.
So Metal Gear Solid,
Uh-huh.
Liquid Snake, and Solid Snake. If anyone hasn't played, you're crazy for not playing those games, but they're clones. Well, technically brothers, because Liquid
Yeah.
Snake in the entire game is like, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, he calls him brother the whole time. Very
But they're
like
actually
over the top
clones.
brother. Yeah.
And I was saying this last night, how I was explaining Metal Gear Solid to my girlfriend because I
Oh,
was showing her a
God.
picture of it. And I was like, yeah, I'm playing this right now. It's about nukes. And it was the first game I ever played like that. I felt like an adult. And I think I can feel my girlfriend falling asleep as I was just telling her.
Yeah, of course. She was
Yeah.
probably eyes glazing over, like, yeah, whatever you just said. And you're
Yeah.
like, actually, the DARPA chief didn't die from that.
It was actually
She-
Decoy Octopus.
But those two have all the same thing. Like they have the same strength, the same everything. I don't know, they're mirror images.
Yeah. Their dad. I mean, I just replayed it and there's a big speech. There's actually a big speech at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1 where Liquid.
Post credits.
Well, no, not that. But Liquid
Oh, okay.
tells Solid that they are clones, but in like the cloning process, there were actually 6 other clones
And
that
they
those
killed
those
their,
two absorbed.
yeah. So they killed
So
their
they
brothers.
killed the 6 other clones to absorb their like traits.
Was it 2 and 2, do you think?
I don't know.
Or did one have 3, one have 1? I don't know.
No.
Either
But,
way, that's where
I mean, what Nick was about to say was the president was behind everything because their
Yeah,
other
I-
twin that you don't know
of
about
course.
until the sequel,
Yep.
Solidus, he was the president.
Yeah, the whole time. No one knew.
Honestly, and
Great
honestly,
twist.
I would love for the president from Metal Gear Solid to be the president now.
Really? You would vote for him?
Yeah, Solid.
We had an election episode.
You don't think I would vote for a guy if I saw a guy's name on the ballot? Solidus Snake.
Oh, that's a good point. Would he be like sludge category? I don't even know.
Well,
remember
would
the
he go
categories.
under? Would he go under that name? Like, would he put such a crazy name on the ballot?
Yeah, I think he would.
Good.
Got to get the votes.
So Solidus Snake for 2024.
2024, solid as snake.
Yeah.
Another one, and I don't remember if this is the list you gave me. Was it
Mhm.
the all the ninjas in Mortal Kombat, pretty much?
No, I didn't give you that list, but I agree. Yeah, they're all just
Scorpion,
much
Sub-Zero,
same
Reptile.
skin.
They just add names. Smoke, Ermac. Can you name them all?
It was like pretty much someone
Gabe?
just looking at their desk while creating the characters and like looking up words.
He was just like Smoke.
Reptile, Smoke, Ermac, Rain,
Rain. I forgot about
Scorpion,
Rain. Yeah, good
Sub-Zero,
call.
Noob Saibot?
Oh yeah,
Or
Noob Saibot counts. Yeah, yeah, I think he
is he
counts.
smoke?
He might be Smoke.
Wow, thank God we have girlfriends, because if any girl was listening to this part and I was naming off all the ninjas, they'd be like,
Wait,
wow, that guy is never
even
has
worse. Can
sex.
you imagine a real gamer girl would be mad at us for not getting it correct?
Yeah,
That's the other side of the coin.
that's true.
She'd be
And if you
mad.
play, and if a real gamer girl plays Halo and she's like Halo CE, I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep, that's exactly it. Uh, they come up in fighting games all the time. I came across
Uh,
like a list of like a bajillion. Like Ken and Ryu, are they technically because they have the exact same moves?
that's a good point. Their moves are exactly the same, but
Right.
their
You hit
look
the
is
same
not.
button. No, but like they're essentially the same hitboxes, the same everything, the same like controls. It's
Yeah, that's
literally just a
true.
different skin. So like that happens in fighting games all the time. And it's like,
So yeah,
good.
I was gonna say I know because they do that in Super Smash Brothers too. They have like mirror image like characters. So if you pick the same fighting character, like both pick them, somebody else is a different color. Like if both of us picked Ryu, my
Yeah,
Ryu would be
correct.
wearing white, yours would be wearing like purple.
Right, correct.
Yeah,
Tekken has that too. Same way. I guess all of them, Street Fighter,
yeah.
Mortal Kombat's, they all kind of
Some
do.
of my things on the list were actually not so much like mirror like that, like a
Yeah.
fighting game, but like we're alternate versions of somebody. So have you ever played this
Go ahead.
superhero game Infamous?
No, I don't know Infamous.
So Infamous was a PlayStation 3 game, and it was like an open world superhero game where you're a guy with superpowers. But spoiler alert, if anyone wants to play this 15-year-old game, but I'm spoiling it. The main bad guy you find out is you from an alternate dimension that came back in time.
Classic.
Because
Of course.
when you fight this guy, he has exactly the same powers. He has a similar look, and you're like, who is this guy? He has everything I have. And
Yeah.
the fight, and you get killed in the fight or get beat up. And then you find out at the end of the game, it's like you
It's you.
from another timeline. So the
Hmm.
guy, the main character is like a total dud, and I don't remember much about that game. I just remember it being open world, and you find out the bad guy is you.
You're the bad guy. I
His
love
name
those
is
kind of twists.
Kessler, which is a cool name. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna name my name to change my name to Kessler.
Like your in real life name.
Yeah.
You're going to change it in all your legal documents where you go to work. You're going to have to tell all the people you work with, your family, maybe the podcast.
So then when
What
I
the
start the podcast, be like,
what
hey,
the
it's
Kessel com?
Kessler
Ugh.
Tendo.
Ugh. What the Kessler com? Yeah, you should call it that.
Fine. What is it? Kermit or Kessler? Which one should I call myself?
Both.
Kermit Kessler
Herm
Tendo.
Hermessler.
Hermes.
Huh? So the other one that cracks me up, and this comes up all the time too, is like did you come across the Star Fox series, the Team Star Wolf?
Oh yeah, because the
It's
Star
like
Fox.
yeah, it's like the bad guys are literally just the same team, just an evil version of them, with like slightly different
I
animals.
remember from the evil team from Star Fox, the bad guy that's supposed to be Star Fox has an eye patch.
Yeah, exactly. He's like
Yeah,
he's literally a fox with an eye patch. I think they call him a wolf, but like it's really a
yeah.
fox. Same
It's
thing.
just that they just painted instead of the orange, they just painted it gray.
Yeah, yeah, which is hilarious. I actually love those kind of things because it makes me feel like it's like a nod to being funny. Like they're almost
Yeah,
like
like they're in on the
Bizarro
joke.
World. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bizarro
yeah.
World type situations.
Another similar
God.
one, sort of, is Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I don't even remember Sonic the
It's so
Hedgehog.
funny how like nobody remember it. Like a lot of people that I bring up Shadow to, like my brother didn't know who he was. I'm
Yeah,
like, I never
I
played the
know
games
who
with
he
him.
is, but I don't remember him in any games particularly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically a black Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
That's not a racial term. I can say it
No,
because
no,
that's
like
his fur.
dark colored. Yeah.
And he has a gun and he has attitude.
Okay. I mean,
And
that's fine.
also the other doppelganger is there's a metal version of Sonic that Dr. Robotnik made.
Huh.
So he has two doppelgangers. He has a metal version of himself and he has a attitude version.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Everyone's got a metal version of themselves running around there somewhere. Jack, Gun Jack, you know what I
Can you
mean?
imagine if
A metal version of us?
yeah,
No, I don't know. I feel like it would just move really slow and do all the same things and sniff really loud.
they'd
Oh, that's
probably be
just
way better
yours.
boyfriends, to be honest.
Always hard.
They would probably always hard, but
Okay.
also like whenever our girls tell them like serious things, be like, my only flaw
Ah.
is listening too much.
I love too much
I
and
care
respect
too
women.
much.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
Maybe we should build them. Maybe that can be our Take a Wish Foundation.
Take a wish. So we're taking someone's what exactly?
Robot versions
Well,
of us. Sorry,
someone
like
wanted that, so
it's
we're
all a
taking
little like
that.
tangled in there, but
Okay, that's fine. It's a lot tangled in there. Dark
what
Samus.
other ones you got?
Did
Dark
you get Dark
Samus. Oh
Samus?
yeah,
Yeah,
from Metroid Prime.
yeah.
You basically play like an evil version of the Metroid character. Another one that you might know more is Pokemon. There's a character named Ditto.
Yeah, I know what that is, but like I never
So all
played,
his power
so
is he transforms into whatever
whatever
one that you're
Pokemon you
fighting.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So that's about
sneaky.
it. In the cartoon, he turned into a book. That doesn't make any sense. Like he's not fighting a book,
I don't know. Maybe it does, dude.
fighting words.
More fighting games. Fighting games.
Smash Brothers has the thing called a Ditto match, where it's basically a mirror match.
Uh-huh. Who does that? That's actually the wood block in Tekken. Is just randomly copies people. His name's like Mokojin, I think.
Oh, look at you with that hard curve.
And that's without it being here. Yeah.
That was my nickname in high school, Woodblock.
That
They
was
would
your
use me to
nickname
paddle people.
in high school?
Great school.
Oh no. Okay.
One that I have is Kingdom Hearts. I don't know how many Kingdom Hearts games you played. I've only played two, and that was like 20 years ago. But
Yeah.
apparently, Sora, the main character, he has like a mirror image doppelganger who's like a girl, and she's like a replica of him with his memories. Listen, I borrowed the Kingdom Hearts games off my brother.
Yeah.
After he gave it to me, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to get into this because there's 6 games on the collection, and my
Yeah.
controller wasn't working at the time, and I'm like,
And
I
you were
don't.
just overwhelmed.
This
It
is a
was a
big
lot.
investment.
It was a lot. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
you were out.
What would be the
Uh,
opposite version of Kingdom Hearts? Because so there's Kingdom Hearts, it's Final Fantasy characters and Disney
Disney
characters.
World.
What would be the mirror image of that?
Would it be like what are the minions from? Like what is that world? Because it's not Disney. It's
Oh,
like
like Despicable Me?
yeah, like that world mixed with
Call of Duty. So Call of Duty meets Minions.
Call of Duty minions actually would be hilarious.
That would be a really great
It's me,
crossover.
Gru. I don't know. He's a grenade. I don't know.
And like the minions are like, "Take a potato."
Potato grenade.
And then you got one of the
Potato
serious
grenade.
Call of Duty guys like, whoa, grenade.
My family, they're blowing up.
My leg's missing. And you got a minion coming up in like a sexy nurse outfit,
Yeah,
trying
banana.
to trying to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
help them.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go. Crossover of the century. Call of Duty and Minions.
Yeah. Actually, another one I was going to bring up maybe in a minute is going to be our next segment can be on mirrors in video games.
Oh, that's a good one.
You want to do that?
Well,
Are you sure?
I have one more like mirror image
Oh,
person. Have you ever played BioShock 2?
Not the second one. No, I
So
haven't.
the second
I
one
know it's
has
a great game.
things called Big Sisters, where if anyone's played
Oh.
BioShock, the big brothers
Yeah, like Big Daddy
or the
whatever it
big
is.
daddies are
Yeah,
like
yeah.
these chunky guys with drill hands.
Yeah.
So in the second one, the little girls that you save in the first one, when they're grown up and they get a little unstable, they wear those costumes and they're
Oh.
like crazy and jump all over the walls and they scream in your face and they're called
Oh.
Big Sisters.
No, I actually didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
kinda,
they're
that's kinda
insane.
cool.
Actually, they're very frightening in the game when you encounter one because you can't. It's impossible to beat.
Ugh.
I had some like honorable mentions, but if you want to talk about mirrors in video games, that's
Yeah,
up to
yeah.
you.
Just I mean, just because for two reasons. One, I found like a whole list of them. Like mirrors in video games are always hilarious because you can find entire wikis dedicated to
It's a
like which video
technical
games show it.
marvel to
Yeah.
figure out how to make a mirror in a video game because it's not an actual reflection.
Correct. So you have to make like a whole other universe kind of on the other side of a mirror.
Mhm.
And depending on what your viewing angles are, like you really have to make an entire another world. And it's
Yeah.
probably not worth it just for the mirror effect. So
I don't
most
think people
games,
realize that. Like casual gamers, like I don't think my girlfriend playing Halo, if she saw Master Chief in a mirror, I don't think she would have realized that that's not an
pretty
easy
sure
thing
they
to
don't do that, do they?
I
It
don't
might
know.
be in like the reflection of like some
Yeah,
glass
yeah.
doors or something, but barely.
Yeah.
Either way, a true mirror in a video game is like ridiculously hard to do. And most companies actually shy away from it. They'll like shade over it or like you can't really see through the mirror or it's like just like a blurry whatever because they're like, we're not spending a lot of time on this bullshit. So I looked up video game actual mirrors, like bad guys who come out of mirrors and things like
Oh
that.
shit. Okay.
Monsters that lurked in mirrors. And it's like cheating, but Dark Link comes from a mirror. There's a Bloody Mary in The Wolf Among Us, which is funny. I beat that game and I thought I got all the
Yeah, I don't
trophies.
remember that at
I
all.
don't recall her. So it might be a new one. The Bleeding Mirror from Silent Hill 3. And I was like, oh yeah.
Okay.
And then there's like a mirror hand that grabs you at a clock tower. And I was like, clock tower? I forgot about that game.
Yeah, my
Like
mom
that-
was obsessed with that game.
Yeah. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. There's a bad guy that lives in a mirror in one of the Castlevanias, Dawn of Sorrow. And you have to fight him. His name's Paranoia. And I was like,
Okay.
that's kind of cool. Either way, like these were really cool. And I didn't find the one I was looking for. Resident Evil 2. Come on, man.
What's the Resident Evil 2 mirror?
The police basement. I don't even know if it happens in the remake. Because
I just played the remake. I don't remember
Yeah.
something happening through a window mirror.
So we were stuck. I thought you were there. It was like me and 3 people, my sister.
We just started talking when we started this podcast
When I was younger, playing Resident Evil 2 in my
with a
basement
stranger.
on Large Street. Yep, everyone
Okay.
docks it. Go ahead, dox
Go
the
ahead,
street.
look
I
up
don't
Large
care.
Street. It doesn't exist
Go
anymore.
find it.
There's a giant
Large
pothole.
Street's gone. It's a giant crater.
I
Then
blew it up.
It's long. It's a long crater. uh But we were in the basement in Large Street and we were playing and I was stuck at a part and I couldn't find a ink for your typewriter or a ruby that opens a door or something.
Uh-huh.
And I went in this police interrogation room like 10 times. And you go in the room and it's got a giant wall length mirror. And finally, like I'm doing this for an hour. Everyone's finally bored of the game. Like I hate Resident Evil now. Like I'm leaving rooms. I went into that room, I picked up something and I was like, oh, I didn't see this. Picked it up and it's a key or something. And as soon as you go to leave the room, after you pick up the item, the entire wall length mirror breaks and liquor jumps onto the table. And like everyone in the basement screamed, dude. Like we paused the game, like my heart rate was going through the roof. Like I was losing my shit.
I
But
don't think it had. I think because the graphics are more like better and technical in the newer one.
they didn't
I
do
don't.
that.
Yeah, I feel like I don't remember
Okay.
that happening recently.
Anyway, it did happen in Resident Evil 2 in the police academy in the basement if you grab an item from there.
Have you ever been told to go into a bathroom and say Bloody Mary or Candyman?
Yeah, even weirder. My son has a new one. So he was like, he's Mr. Chicken. So I was like, oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Bloody Mary? And he's like, yeah. And then he was like William Murphy. And I was like, what's that one? And he's like, you go into a mirror and say, and it's not William Murphy. I forget the name. It's like some dude's name.
I
You
hope
say
it's.
it 5 times. It might be William Murphy. And it's a kid who died or something, and he comes back to get you. And I was like, oh my God,
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ. But that's what we had, right?
Yeah.
Candyman, Bloody Mary.
A fun fact when you said Mr. Chicken, there was a kid in our high school that we nicknamed Chicken Head because he couldn't get it up when someone was giving him a blowjob.
Yo, was he friends with a tall girl we went to grade school with?
I
K
don't
dot dot dot.
I don't remember, but his
Because
nickname
we
is
hung
Chicken
out with a
Head.
kid and his nickname was Chickenhead.
Oh shit.
It could be him, dude. It could be the same kid.
My God, my girlfriend calls me Chicken
Nickname
Head
was
every time.
Chickenhead.
Yeah, Chicken Head.
That's really no, like this is
So
weirding
hey,
me out
Chicken
because it's
Head,
the same
if
person.
if you're listening to this,
Chickenhead.
you're
Please let
still a
us
Chicken
know
Head. Yo,
if
you're a dork, yo.
did you used to hang out with K dot dot dot. She
Yeah.
was like 6 foot tall.
She was really tall for like an eighth
She was
grader.
like 6 foot 1.
She was like a freak. You're a freak. You're like 6 foot something.
No, I'm not 6 foot something. Please. I'm like 5'11" and like 9/10. Like
That's
if
not
you
what your
go,
driver's license says.
I know. My
Uh,
driver's license for the longest time said I was 5'8". Let's not get into that. And
yeah,
wait, my my
five
Twitter profile,
inches.
my Twitter profile says I'm 5'2".
No
And
one
did
will
your
know the
girlfriend
truth.
think I was like 5'4"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reality was me and my girlfriend were both way shorter than you and your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of funny.
So mirrors and video games. That's I didn't even think about that as the topic. That was like part of the
Well,
topic.
yeah, like it would be a great
Well,
name
here's
for
the
an
funny. I
episode.
think the first time I saw a mirror in a video game was, of course, in Duke
Duke
Nukem.
Nukem. I knew you were going to
So
say
when he
Duke Nukem.
strafed back and forth, he would only move his legs because he'd be facing the camera. So it's like the funniest animation
Oh
ever.
yeah, he's
Because
always
his hips
facing
would
the.
only turn. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then that's when I gave strippers in that game money. And I said,
Dollars. And
shake it,
you
baby.
and you said Metal Gear Solid's the first time you felt like an adult. I think that's the first time you felt like an adult.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'll never forget my favorite Duke Nukem joke of all time was from Duke Nukem Forever, the game
Mm-hmm.
that everyone hates.
Mm-hmm.
That took 15 years to make. It was the
Yep.
last Duke Nukem game. But he's at the top of the building and you're looking at like the city skyline. And
Mm-hmm.
he was like, hey, I can see my dick from here. And
Pretty good.
it gets me
That's
every
really
time.
good. That's actually really good.
But it was because it came out
Terrible.
like 10 years ago, everyone was like, we're adults. That's immature humor. And I'm
Yeah, of
like
course.
loving it.
Yeah, I consider the target audience you.
Me,
Yeah, 100%. I
Dan
don't.
Newcomb.
Dan Newcomb. That's
Call me
your.
Dan Newcomb from now on.
And every time he looks in the mirror, he's facing the mirror, and his
And
legs
I'm
and
like,
hips aren't.
and
It's like
every
they're
time
moving
I
in
see my
different ways.
girlfriend, I give her fake money as I shake a baby.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yep.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So should we go on a break and we'll finish off the episode?
Oh,
I
finish
thought
off
maybe we
the
would finish off with
episode.
your mirrors, but like, how do you say mirror?
Oh,
Do we
I
say
say
the same?
mirror. Mirror?
Mirror?
I say mirror. Yeah,
I
I
feel like
think.
I say it weird too.
What do you mean too? I say it weird?
Oh no, reveal.
I say mirror weird. Yeah, your girl said arriving
I
yesterday.
know. She's a
I
freak. She's
caught
from
her.
Texas.
She's a freak.
She sounds like Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, it made me sick. I almost threw
I'll
up.
say, thanks for making this vegan. Anyway,
And
I hope she listens to this and dumps me. We'll be right back. We're gonna go to break and we'll finish off the episode.
we're gonna finish strong, folks.
All right, and we're back. Just a few honorable mentions I wanted to bring up. So I think you said
Oh.
Dark Link, right?
Yeah, I said Darkling. I brought him up.
There was a Shadow Mario from Mario Sunshine.
That sounds like just bootleg Wario.
Well, I think it's like a dark Mario that is
Oh, okay.
spray painting the town or like graffitiing the
Okay.
town, and you got to figure out who it is. Spoiler alert, it's one of Bowser's kids.
Hmm.
Uh, there's Uka Uka from Crash Bandicoot. So do you remember
Yeah.
the
What is that? The
mask?
masks? Yeah.
The mask
Ooga
has
booga.
an evil doppelganger.
I kind of
And
remember
so the
that.
mask is named Aku Aku, and the
What does it
evil
do?
version is, I don't know.
Oh,
Suck him off.
okay.
It suck him off.
That's
That's
interesting.
why
In a
Crash
kid's
Bandicoot
game,
always wears jeans.
that's why he wears jeans.
Because
It's
he's got a
because he's
big
getting
hog.
sucked off.
Yeah. So Crash Bandicoot only wears jeans because he doesn't want to get sucked off by that
Okay.
mask.
Okay. But it happens again anyway.
That's why there's so many games, because the mask is like, come on, let's go on another adventure.
Okay. That's
And his end game is to suck him off.
that's a great end game.
It's
You
a long
skipped out
con.
you skipped out on your favorite, Mass Effect 3, Evil Shepherd.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a good
Remember
one,
him?
actually.
Yeah, see?
Because like in
Uh
Mass Effect, you make decisions, and if you make shitty decisions, you can your face starts to deform.
oh yeah, he
Yeah.
becomes more
And you
like
become a big dickhead.
yes.
What else do I have here? Oh, there's also do you remember that cartoon that I said Mother Brain was in?
Yeah.
Captain N. It was like an 80s
Yes.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So there was an episode apparently where they go to like a mirror world, and there's a bunch of like opposite versions of the main characters. Like there's a dickhead Mega Man,
Of
there's a
course
dickhead
there
Kid
is.
Icarus.
Yeah, yeah.
So if
That's
anyone wants to look it up, we're not going to tell you the name of it.
no, we're not. We'd rather not.
Yeah.
Street Fighter? Who's Cage? Either way, I guess he was Ryu. It's
Cage.
literally a Ryu ripoff of, and he is Ryu, but it's the evil one.
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's all. Those are my honorable mentions because I only had a certain amount I wanted to talk about.
And Virgil from Devil May
Oh,
Cry. This
Dante.
is like
Yeah.
Dante. Yeah, yeah,
Devil May
yeah.
Cry, Dante and Virgil.
The evil ones. That's
So I had an objective for the end of this episode
oh please.
to create
Oh
our own mirror
yeah.
image
Okay.
characters.
That's okay. I forgot about that. I mean, I got it
And
ready.
so I created, you probably didn't make one because you dressed
Mhm.
up like me.
I did. That's correct.
That was yours. So mine would be Nadiel.
Oh, Nigel. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
he
get it. I
loves
get it.
podcasts about finances and ways to make money.
Wow. Okay.
He also loves Joe Rogan. He loves sports, but only plays sports video games.
Wow. So he's
Like
yeah,
he
he's got the
collects like
newest
those
Madden.
Madden games. Like he has a stack of like Madden 01, Madden 02 for
Uh-huh.
the PlayStation 2. And he
I
always
like
like
that
talks
you
about
started with the era that you still play games from, 01 and 02. You know, they're up to Madden. Further than
he's
that,
really
but
tall. He's 6'4".
wow.
He
I
has a
like
soul patch.
even weirder. Is this weird? I like Nigel more than you.
I actually, my initial description, I was basically just writing down what you look like,
Oh,
and then I changed it a little bit.
okay. I don't have a soul patch. Jesus
You
Christ.
could if you want to be cool.
You're right. I could.
He always wears a hat with an upside down D on it.
That's awesome. Okay, that's cool. I like
He's
that.
always taking gym selfies and rants on Facebook at how he can't say slurs anymore.
Wow. Okay,
And if
that's
you offer him anything healthy, he'll go off about on how food used to look good and used to be good. Like
oh
he'll complain about
wow.
healthy food.
Okay, like gluten food
Yeah. Like
and
if you
vegan
say
food.
gluten free, he'll be like, God bless you. Like he'll
Like
think you're
sounds like
sneezing.
I kind of like Nigel. He seems like kind of a meathead a little bit. It's really weird. It's
So you guys
like
would get along?
I mean, he'd be all right.
Yeah, but what about your version of me and the one I
So
described hosting a podcast?
would they get along?
I don't know.
It would just be the opposite.
I think,
Like I
yeah,
think
I think the version of me I just described would hate the version that you're interpreting of me.
I think so. Probably they would not get along at all.
He'd be like, you go to the movies? Movies are all woke now.
I think the version of me that would like be Bizarro me. I
Uh-huh.
think I would be like 5'2", and I'd still go to the gym, like I do that, but like I
Uh-huh.
love the gym, and I'd promote my podcast. He would just talk about his
Yeah.
podcast nonstop. He would be like this, "I have a podcast. Do you want to hear it?" And then he would like put it in front of people, and then
Yeah.
he'd advertise it. He would probably edit the podcast. He sounds like a real
That, I mean,
control
that's like
freak.
a weeb right there.
Yeah, he's a control freak. That's what he is, and he loves women. He loves no, I love women. Well, he could love women as well. Just I respect women. This is really hard. I gotta dance a delicate dance where I'm not
It's
telling
so
on
weird that you're
myself.
trying to not have yourself canceled, but you're trying to make fun of me at the same time.
It's a delicate dance.
It's a
So
dull. I mean, we were doing this dance last night.
yeah,
You
yeah,
said
we
one thing
were.
wrong to me, I would have thrown you in the bus.
I know. Well, I
I would have been like, Nick, what's that N word you like to say all the time?
oh,
So
so
anyway, so anyway, there's our mirror images of ourselves. Let us know if you want us on the next episode to be these characters.
We are. Well, we're the reverse. We can't reverse ourselves.
Do you want Kermit the Frog and Rodney Dangerfield? Do you want Nadiel? Do you want this one that always? Do you want this one to my side that always talks about gift cards and going to the movies? Which one do you want us to portray? Because whatever one, if we perform these on the next episode and the episode does great, we're gonna have to keep that shtick going.
We just keep it going forever from here for forever, and we're gonna
All
talk
right,
about the podcast nonstop. We're gonna be in your face.
All right, so that's the episode. That's all I can think of for mirror images of anything. See, kind of anything else you want to say?
I think that's it. I just whatever you're thinking of, flip it. Oh, and did we just agree on the name of the episode? I know sometimes that comes up in the episode.
The name of the episode is Main on the Mirror.
Oh, I kind of like it. Like main.
Do you like it or you don't like it?
I like it because it's like man in the mirror.
Yeah, like the Michael Jackson song.
Oh, that's I didn't think of
like
that.
a mirror
That's
image.
genius.
He used to be black and now he's white.
Yeah, he did flip a little bit.
And he used to be alive and now he's dead. That's the mirror image.
That's
too.
another flip.
That's the ultimate.
He used to be a kid. He used to be a kid.
Now he's an adult with kids. I know what you meant.
Okay, good.
All right. As Michael Jackson says, I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways.
Revo E-Mag. That's game over backwards.
Oh, all right. Very well done. All right. Well, see you later, folks. Revo me ag. Sure.
Yep. See ya.
All right. Bye. You could care less about women's rights?
Yeah, correct. You can quote me.
This is going in the song.
I can do an impression of you again from last night. Is this gluten-free?
She said, you sound like Kermit the Frog on your podcast.
Oh,
and
wow.
I haven't been able to recover since.
Are Wario and Waluigi related?
Nope.
Oh, no.
I would throw up before I would ever put a vest on.
My driver's license for the longest time said I was 5'8". Let's not get into that.
The Michael Jackson song.
Oh, that's I didn't think of
like
that.
a mirror
That's
image,
genius.
he used to be black and now he's white.
Yeah, he did flip a little bit.
And he used to be alive and now he's dead. That's a mirror image
That's
too.
another flip.